Good afternoon, RPG Limit Break. Welcome to week 4 of the Swiss round of our 2021 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Summer League tournament. Today's matchup is between Highspirits and ryguy3745. Both runners are 2-1, looking to get that third win to get into guaranteed spot in brackets. Today I am joined with Velu V. On tracking, we have Aaron TU2 and restreaming as Archfield Monk. How are you, Velu?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here this afternoon on RPG Limit Break for this matchup. We've got ryguy and Highspirits both looking for that third win to secure their brackets, and having a look at this this strength here, they might have their work cut out for them in the beginning.
Absolutely, having only 6 strength and no magic points, so definitely means we have no spells starting out. I'm sure they'll be hoping for a Fairy Water or Erdrick Sword.
Yeah, a little something to give them a boost going through. That 6 strength, they might be able to do blue slimes, but that's kind of a rough start there. So we'll see how it plays out for them, and they should be getting away in just a few moments here. Looks like both of our runners are doing the strength HP build. That's kind of the standard build. So their strength or HP is actually is penalized a bit right in the early point. But as their levels pick up, they will have a little bit more strength and hit points compared to their other stats if they were using a different build. And in this particular flag set, separate from normal, they do have both the scaled and the scared metal slimes flags on. So that means metal slimes will possibly run away even if they don't have that 20 attack power. And of course, scaled means that it won't give them the full 255 until they reach level 8. Prior to that, if they're able to knock out a metal slime, it'll be, I believe, 32 times their level. And it looks like they're off.
Both runners got their instructions and gonna see what's in the throne room. We have 2 gold chests and they will be getting their magic key. So I'm sure both of them are gonna be hoping there's a town nearby so they can get a little bit of equipment.
Yeah, with that gold, it's not quite broadsword money, but they could certainly do like a hand axe and a chainmail, something along those lines. And there's a swamp right outside, and there is a town just to the south. Let's see if ryguy can make it there. Highspirits opting to do a safety save to protect his vested resources.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad move to do.
And it's Cantlin, so of the 2 shops they have accessible here, there's bound to be something for ryguy. He does go ahead and pick up that chainmail, and probably will check the other shop before settling on that copper sword.
And Highspirits getting in, and looks like he's going to be doing the same thing.
Second shop has... Well, there's a small shield there, but not the hand axe they're looking for. So I won't be surprised if ryguy goes back up, picks up that copper sword. That'll make things like those ghosts that they saw come around, maybe even the Magidraki, but definitely the ghosts can be chopped down pretty quickly with it.
Yeah, getting up to 20 defense points with the chainmail and the small shield. Having 16 strength, they could probably outlast those Magidrakis.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like both runners pretty much have all that stuff. And ryguy going to go ahead and pick up Fairy Waters as well. That's another good weapon they can use to throw at things that they're not quite doing defense or damage to. With the Fairy Water and Torch Seed on, or flag on, a Fairy Water is going to do between 9 and 16 damage, regardless of the monster's defense power.
That's right, it's like having a hurt spell for 38 gold.
Yeah, kind of hurt in a bottle. And pretty much ryguy and Highspirits having the exact same idea. ryguy just a few steps ahead because he didn't do that safety save, but they're also going to stock up on herbs and other sundries. Both these runners, very experienced, probably don't need torches for walking around in caves, so we probably won't see torches picked up. But definitely going to get a full complement of herbs, and probably a dragon scale. Yep, there goes dragon scale.
Yeah, having those 2 gold chests early on really helped them get stocked up for this early game.
It looks like Highspirits actually opted not to pick up a dragon scale.
Got a question in chat on how often we start with 0 MP at level 1. It does happen from time to time. It's not super common, but it's definitely not an unheard of thing.
Yeah, the 0 MP, it's not great to see. Now, if you're going to start with a spell, you're guaranteed to have the magic to cast that spell. So, there's also that chance that you'll get a spell. So it is a little bit more rare. And even if you don't have spells, occasionally you'll get some magic points as well. And a Highspirits grabbing level 1, or rather level 2, and still 0. Oh, wait. And he picks up 8 MP out of that.
And another nice thing there to see is 11 strength at level 2. So coupled with that copper sword, gives them a little bit more viability on what they can attack now.
Absolutely. Still opting to use those fairy waters, though, just because they get the job done a little bit faster. But both the runners pretty close there, as Highspirits now picking up level 3. I think Ryguy may have just picked up 3 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, not much to gain in that level.
Nope. And we do have a bit of a divergence. Ryguy grinding closer to home. Highspirits has poked his way out, found himself a Hurt More Scorpion, so it's going to send him home.
Well, that's always tough to see. Those Scorpions are great for the early grind, but when they have Hurt More or Dragon Lord Breath, it makes it really tough.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Ryguy goes ahead and picks up the next level. 0 hit points there at level 4. But I did get a little bit more magic, a little bit of agility, strength, so little boosts to the other stats, but no hit points there.
And good news for the Scorpion grind, they get the sleep spell at level 4.
So yeah, that can definitely help. Now of course Highspirits has seen it, Ryguy hasn't, so he'll probably get pegged by one before realizing what he's got to do to take care of it. And there's a cave on Ryguy's screen. And the wizard says no. So we've got almost synchronized visits to Tantagel Castle.
And looks like Highspirits is going to play it safe, stay in that zone 1. Ryguy venturing a little further out, but probably staying in the same zone.
Yeah, these early levels do come pretty quickly, especially if you're able to take out things like those Magidrakes there. Level 4 is 35 experience points. Level 5 comes at 82 experience points. So there's certainly no harm in just grabbing them really quick in this area. Since they don't have anything overwhelming to take out, big mid-tier enemies, the Scorpion's about the best they could hope for. Maybe if they could find a Metal Scorp, but there hasn't seemed to be any of those. And speaking of big end-tier enemies, Ryguy meets the Armored Knight, as does Highspirit, so we're going to have a dual Armored Knight kill here.
That's tough to see, and looks like Ryguy did make it into that cave, and it was the Grave.
So Grave Cave... looking kind of dangerous there. We'll see if he tries to get into it again. It could have just been an unlucky Armored Knight. But if he can sneak up there and grab those 3 chests, particularly if maybe one of them has keys. But no, he meets another pre-Sharlock enemy. Rogue Scorpion leaves him with 1 hit point.
Good move casting that sleep spell. But gonna hope for that Scorpion to stay asleep, but it did not.
Yeah, and that was very bold, trying to take it out with fairy waters. He did have enough to do it, but he would need several sleeps in a row, and that just wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah, not a good chance of getting that, but man, if that would have stayed asleep, that would have been a great move to make.
Yeah, and it is tournament, so you got to take those risks. Highspirit playing a little safe though, and is gonna grab his next level after this Magidrake goes down. 1 power, 1 response speed, 6 hit points, 6 magic, and the spell of all of them.
Radiant outside and return.
Heal spell, definitely nice to see. You want to catch some healing early on. What they're really looking for is that hurt more. Outside and return, also pretty useful. Radiant, these two runners don't need it, but still having a light source is nice. Yes, we've got the convenience starter pack. Spells of convenience. All the utility spells.
And once they're able to find some keys, that outside spell, having that is nice, especially with the grave so close by to start.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes diving the grave so much, not as much of a time sink to get those bottom two chests. Wizard sending Highspirits back. Ryguy grinding in those same desert tiles. And Ryguy now picking up his level 5 and his spell tome. And now he's going to make another attempt at the grave, it looks like. And the wizard, there's all kinds of Sharlock enemies there. I think we saw an AK-47, we saw a wizard, and then a rogue scorpion, which is kind of a pre-Sharlock enemy. All kind of in that same zone, I think.
Yeah, and that wizard was having nothing of it and didn't want him to enter the grave.
No, but meanwhile, Highspirits making pretty good progress on level 5. Level 6 comes at 165 experience points, so he's maybe 2 fights away from that. Maybe a little more than 2 if all he gets is ghosts. Ryguy gonna try the rogue scorpion again. He puts it to sleep. And opts to run this time. Skeleton is nice, though.
Especially with Hurt Spell. Right now, that skeleton would still be able to hit him for 8 to 10. Good chance of that Hurt Spell not hitting for anywhere near as hard.
Yeah, but it does have sleep as well, and Ryguy is sleep locked, and he's going to get sent home by that baby Hurt. So sleep Hurt skeletons. It's the lightest of wombos you can get, kind of a wombo 0.
It's the margarine of wombo.
Yeah, they got to watch their cholesterol and their calorie intake there. Highspirits picks up 1104, so another kind of lackluster level there at level 6, and they're starting to get a little bit further between 337 point for level 7. So we're going to probably see him go try to find something else. And it looks like there's another town over there. Ryguy gets a skeleton. I think those are pretty juicy if you can maybe sleep them before they sleep you. That's exactly what he does.
And looks like Highspirits is going to attempt getting into that cave a little further and comes across a magician. A lot better than that Armored Knight Ryguy saw.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to get through unscathed if the knights are maybe distracted. It looks like he's almost to the 3 chests at the top. And we had gold herb, so, I mean, it's nice to see the herb there, but I think they had already stocked up on herbs.
And Highspirits saw he has broadsword money, so trying to hurry up and get back to Cantlin.
Yeah, absolutely. That broadsword will be a huge improvement over the copper sword, and he'll be able to chop down all kinds of other things with that. Ryguy meets a golem, it's going to send him home.
And Highspirits was able to make it back and get that broadsword, so an extra 10 boost to his attack power. That's definitely a relief for him.
Chat pointing out that we've seen 4 out of the 6 possible gold chests, which, yeah, kind of bears poorly on the odds of grabbing a gold grind in this seed. But you never know. Armor Knight says, yeah, I see that broadsword there. Go home.
Yeah, unfortunately, they still have noodle arms here at level 5 and level 6, so it's going to be a while before they can really think about those Armored Knights, especially at the HP they have.
Ryguy getting his disappointing level 6 right on the button. He has 165 experience points. Next level, of course, is at 337. Kima's not a bad get there, except it knows heal more. Ryguy able to escape the wizard, and he's going to try to get into the grave again. We'll see if he can pick up his 3 chests. Rogue Scorpion blocking Highspirits, and there's blue dragons in the top floor of the grave as well. So just kind of nasty stuff outside of the first zone. The first zone has, you know, weaker monsters that just really aren't helping our runners grind very quickly. But it seems all of the other stuff has just AKs and rogue scorpions and other nasty stuff. If I'm Ryguy, I might go hunting for more of those skeletons. I don't think Highspirits has seen those yet, as he keeps trying to get to this town. We'll see if the wizard lets him go. It does not. Denied and cost him an herb there.
Yeah, he was hoping third time was a charm, but sent back home again. Yeah, finding that Drakima in that zone might have given him a little bit of a false sense of security, and now he's just finding everything all high and mighty in there.
Yeah, Ryguy making good use of that sleep to get away from the rogue scorps. He's going to try it on this Star Wyvern. Had no effect, so it's going to send him back as well.
And as being pointed out in chat, these second zone enemies, it's some of the worst ones to try to run from. They're all very high agility enemies. So these early levels, it's really making any form of exploration tough for these runners.
And finally, Highspirits makes it to the town of Hawksness, of course. So all those deaths just to meet the zone, the one town he doesn't want to see.
Hawksness had all of its guards set up outside, that's for sure.
Yeah, watch the inside of Hawksness be like, you know, magicians and scorpions and like, you know, nice gentle monsters.
Yeah, that's something I like to do, especially if it's that close to Tanagel. I like to see what kind of enemy set is in Hawksness, because sometimes it ends up being a really good grind. And
Ryguy gets his gold chest, and the Axe Knight takes his cut right away and sends him back with half his money. And it looks like Highspirits trying to take out this Magiwaver in here. He's using sleep strats on it. I haven't seen how many he's done, but he just threw his last fairy water at it, and down it goes. That's a huge experience pickup for him. And now he's just shy, just another 19 points away from level 7. And probably super happy. I mean, nobody wants to see a poltergeist, but this one here, after everything he's seen, poltergeists are looking mighty tasty.
Yeah, take this, and even if you die on the next enemy, you can get that level 7 real quick.
And ryguy37, thanks for the raid there. You're catching the... You know, we're about 15, 16 minutes into this week 4 Dragon Warrior Randomizer race. Highspirits just picking up his level 7. And pretty much what you've missed is all the Charlock nasties are hanging out just outside of Tantagel, just outside of the first zone there.
That level 7 really didn't do much more to help. We had 1, 6, 1, and 11 with the spell of Repel, so a little bit more MP, but that's about it for right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess they get a few more heal spells. Honestly, with the monster sets they've been seeing, I don't think they want to be repelling too much right now. But it is nice to have it, you know, for later exploration.
Yeah, anything they can fight right now, they don't want to repel that away.
And Druin has hurt more. So Ryguy just can't catch a break here. Meanwhile, Highspirits is killing Wolves. Wolves an excellent monster to fight right now with 40 experience points, and they're very approachable and sleepable.
Yeah, I think Highspirits is going to hunker down here for as long as he can.
Yep, he's down to just 3 magic points, so that's either a heal cast or a single sleep. Metal Scorpion's not bad as either. That gives a 31 experience points.
Yeah, they'll hit a little harder than the Wolf, but with about half of the hit points, it makes them a tasty enemy to get right now.
Yeah, Angel FM pointing out that they are going to be a bit surprised when they find out that the Swamp South exit takes them, into Dragon Warrior 4. And Healy will be right at home there. Ryguy, of course, using the Healy sprite. Healy is the kind healer from Dragon Warrior 4. Highspirits is using, I don't know his name, but it's the sprite from Blaster Master, if I understand correctly. I think his name is maybe Mike? Jason. There we go. Jason from Blaster Master.
I always have trouble with the sprites figuring out where they're from. I know them, but I can never replace them.
You know, I had Blaster Master, and I played the heck out of it when I was a kid, and I had no idea that the main character had a name. Clearly, I didn't read my instruction book that came with it.
Ryguy found in a zone with Warlocks. That's another good enemy for this time right now.
Yeah, so at least our runners have found some places with stuff to kill. Ryguy's got a little bit of an uphill battle. He's got about half the experience points that Highspirits has. Just because he did a little bit more poking in other directions than where there was stuff to kill. And Highspirits back in Cantland restocking on herbs as Ryguy takes down that Warlock. Star Wyvern, however, says no.
Highspirits finding another Drakima. That's a good one to have, even though it has heal more. It seems to only be casting it once, and just get through one attack and good to go.
Absolutely. And, with level 8 just right at 600 experience points, that, each of those Drakimas, that's a fifth of the way there. Well, I guess a fourth now, because he only needs 80. Skeleton's another nice find. And is that a new cave?
I believe so. And Highspirits not finding the sleep or hurt from that skeleton, just getting attacked.
And it looks like that might be the Swamp Cave. I saw a south, but not a north. So I think that's Swamp South.
And we have the town of Garenham on Ryguy's side, too, so both getting a little bit of exploration that the other doesn't have right now, so interesting to see where that's going to go.
Yeah, absolutely. If Ryguy can pick up a key, that gives him knowledge of 3 chests that Highspirits doesn't know about. Golem says, you're not going to progress through this cave. Not on my watch. And Ryguy meets a golem of his own, so Golem's kind of guarding all kinds of stuff in Alefgard today.
And that actually wasn't a bad sendback on Ryguy's part. He cleared out that area around Garenham, found there was nothing else there, so was probably heading back anyways. Just got the express route through the golem.
Yeah, it's always the worst when you get sent home before you've kind of cleared off the dead end from your list, because it'll be nagging at you all the time. Like, was there one more cave just past that? So Yeah, it's definitely good he can check that off the list.
We got Hurt More at level 8 on Highspirits side. Modest stat gains, but that Hurt More spell means get out there and get some exploring and leveling done.
Yeah, this Rogue Scorpion right here, prime target for the Hurtmore. Them Star Wyverns they saw, prime target for the Hurtmore. Armor Knights, still maybe a little bit scary, but I think also there was an area with a lot of Magiwyverns. Another great place to cast that Hurtmore.
Yeah, right now just taking whatever experience he can from these and just trying to build on that experience lead. Right now, already over double where Ryguy is at.
Yeah, and that's just going to keep growing as he goes into this Sharlocky zone. You have 3 Rogue Scorpions in a row. Level 9's at 975 points, and Highspirits just creeping on that. He's just a couple Rogue Scorpions away. Armor Knight, maybe not. We'll see if he can get a low roll on its hit. And he does.
He did. Wow, 1 hit point left.
1 hit point wonder, and that actually...
That's level 9.
We've got 2 power, 1 response speed, 2 hit points, 1 magic. What a lovely, lovely level 9.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be all Hurt More, no stats right now.
And so Highspirits goes home, gets himself some MP back. He now has, looks like 8 casts of that Hurt More, assuming he doesn't have to heal.
Yeah, right now starting at in that swamp there in Tanagel leaves them effectively with about 21 hit points without casting that heal, so definitely something they want to cast once they get out of that swamp.
Chat asking about hit points. I think they started with 21 hit points, so yeah, it's gone up by 10 in the past 9 levels here.
Ooh, and good news on the Wizards, they do have the spell of Hurt, so getting into Sharlock, if their agility isn't very high and they get stuck trying to run but get blocked, that could be good news for them on the way down.
And Highspirits actually going to try to do, as Ryguy's fighting a Metal Slime, Highspirits is entering Hawksness, maybe hoping to see like an Axe Knight or maybe a Green Dragon, something that he can kill with a single Hurtmore on that tile. And is collecting some more Rogue Scorpion tails along the way. And there's Metal Slimes in Hawksness as well.
And we saw on Ryguy's side, the Metal Slimes do have baby breath, so as we see right here on Highspirits side. Bad news when the hit points are as low as they are.
Yeah, once, Metal Slimes with any abilities is usually better than the 1 damage they can hit you for. So not the most kindest of Metal Slime. And our Spike Tile is an Axe Knight, but it back attacks with a sleep and a hurt.
Oh, we've got the Margarine Wombo here too, so this is actually pretty good news.
Yeah, and Highspirits able to take it down. He does not search the spot, though.
I think he got excited and forgot.
He's like, I've got to grind. Let's do it. Highspirits able to take out both the Star Wyvern and the second one. That's going to give him level 10. 6 power, 1 response speed, 9 hit points, 13 magic. And again, he opts not to search that tile.
I'm not really sure why he didn't.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that as well. So, I mean, he's going to get an MP refill here. That gives him 54 magic points, a full 10 casts of the Hurtmore spell. And if he can get back to Hawksness, he can continue that grind. Though I would pick up that spot. If it's Erdrick's armor, it just makes that grind so much better.
Yeah, and looks like he's heading right back to do a little bit more grind, and definitely wants to start getting some better stats. So what better place than on an Axe Knight grind?
Meanwhile, Ryguy still exploring around, putting Rogue Scorpions to sleep, whereas Highspirits able to just fireball them to death. Ryguy needs to hurry up and pick up that 600 experience points for his Hurtmore level.
And unfortunately getting sent back to Tanagel once again.
Yeah, and that's really is hurting Ryguy at this point, as Highspirits now has quadruple the experience points, and that's just going to continue to grow as he's, continuing to use his Hurt More spell to its full advantage.
Yeah, at this point, Ryguy could easily be 2,000 experience behind once he gets Heal More, so going to be a tough hole to dig out of.
And first Axe Knight does a back attack. We've got a Hurt More. It goes down. Let's see if he checks it this time. There's a heal. What are you doing, Highspirits?
Does he think he already checked it, maybe?
I have no idea. I mean, they haven't seen any key items, nor any cursed belts, but no key items either.
He keeps pulling up that menu in between fights, but it's to heal, and keep thinking he's going to remember he didn't search it.
Gotta love it when that noodly 4 damage is able to take it out. He's going to use the herb, and he is not going to check the spike.
He's got one more Hurt More, so let's see if he tries it this time.
Ooh, resist that Hurt More. This Axe Knight's going to send him home.
And being just over 100 experience away from level 11, I'm sure he's heading right back there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would stay there until I was confident in my hit points and things to go explore the world. Because right now, again, they're still only at 40 hit points. He's gonna stock up on herbs first. Ryguy fighting a skeleton.
And Ryguy's inching closer to that level 8. Gonna be happy to see that Hurt More, but I feel he's gonna feel like he's very far behind once he sees it.
Yeah, I mean, he needs 600 experience points, so he's still 133 away. And just not able to take out some of these prime monsters that are there. He's kind of relegated to things like skeletons, which aren't horrible, but, they're no rogue scorpion.
Yeah, that little mini wolf grind that Highspirits found was just prime opportunity to get to that level 8. Ryguy hasn't been to that area yet, so he has not seen the wolves, but we do have a metal scorpion here, so he may be in an area with wolves now.
Yep, he tried to do a punch after the fairy water, but he's just not hitting very hard. But he does take it down. Highspirits, meantime, gets 2 power, 8 hit points, 7 magic, no agility, no spells. And it's a silver heart.
Alright, he finally checked it.
Yep, so, and it's nice to find that heart before running it, stumbling upon the trade-in cave. I don't think they saw the trade-in cave. I'm almost positive they didn't.
Yeah, I don't recall them finding it. Ryguy ventured just a little outside of that zone with the metal scorpions and drolls and got sent home by another armored knight.
So yeah, them AKs just all over the place. Not only it's infested with armored knights and rogue scorpions, it seems, this whole map. Feels hurt, man.
And Ryguy making quick work of all these Axe Knights. Now has well over a 2,000 experience lead just 32 minutes into this race. This is going to be a tough hole to dig out of for Ryguy, but it is possible.
Yeah, I mean, if Highspirits exploration goes horrible, it might give Ryguy a chance to catch up. But on the flip side of that, because he's doing his grind nice and early, it does make all of the exploration that much safer. He'll have extra hit points. He'll have, the heal more spell most likely. He'll be able to repel smaller monsters. So definitely, respect the early grind. And that one right there will push him up to level 12.
And somehow pulled that off with 1 hit point left, but 15 power, 1 response speed, 2 hit points, and I didn't see how much magic.
It was a whole lot of magic, at least, I think it was 12. Regardless, it's a ton of magics there. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, and although still lacking in agility and hit points and even strength, having that extra magic right now is huge.
Yeah, it's going to extend this grind out, which looks like he's going straight on back to it, and I don't blame him. Again, either more hit points or heal more, or both is what I would be looking for.
Absolutely. Nitsky asking in chat if Highspirits eventually did the search spot. He did, and he found the silver harp in Hawksness.
Ryguy putting this droll to sleep. I think they had a Dragon 2 breath. I think I saw that earlier. So he sleeps it down, and that puts him within striking range. Just one more monster from getting his Hurt More spell. And we'll see what he decides to do with it. Throws his last fairy water at that metal scorpion. Takes a swing, takes it down, and is about to get the good news. Bittersweet that it came with 0 hit points, but there's the Hurt More.
And it looks like Ryguy is going to be making a beeline right back to Hawksness too, I believe.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm going to fireball everything that was giving me trouble along the way. Goodbye, Warlock. Maybe not use it on the red slime. Star Wyvern? Oh, the back attack. Doesn't get a chance to cast it on that. And it looks like Highspirits now venturing out into the world. I think he's decided that he's done enough grinding.
Yeah, at this point, Highspirits may feel a little behind on exploration, so I'm going to get into that a little bit now and try to find those other items.
I think he got jumped by a couple of armor knights on the walk back to Hawksness, so might have kind of took that as a sign.
Yeah, that definitely would send you in a little bit different direction.
Oh, Star Wyvern on Ryguy. He just can't get away from him. The Jerkbirds have got it in for him. And so we already saw Ryguy explore up this this kind of left side where Highspirits is. I believe that the town of Garenham is somewhere in that general direction, but the wolf, or the werewolf rather, not gonna let him discover it.
And Ryguy is about to get the good news of what he is to find here in Hawksness.
Yeah, and we'll probably see Ryguy do exactly what Highspirits did, which is grind this tile. But it's probably got to send a bit of a fear down his spine, you know, taking 35 minutes to get to that level 8 and that spell, and then seeing that there's an Axe Knight grind there, you got to be thinking, boy, Highspirits probably did the same thing, and sure enough, he did. So if I'm Ryguy, I might be a little worried at this point.
Absolutely, you find something like that at early enough level, and almost sends you into a little bit of a panic mode with how far behind you'll immediately feel.
And just like that, Ryguy grabs level 9, and Highspirits back to the grind.
And a back attack sends Ryguy back to Tanager, but now he has the information and will probably be heading right back there too.
Yep, and it's a couple levels before they get that big MP boost, so he's only going to be going into it with 8 casts, assuming he doesn't have to heal, which he's going to heal right there. So now 7 casts of the Hurt More.
And having that Hurt More said, I want nothing to do with you Zone 0 enemies, so stay out of my way, I'm going to repel you.
And that makes sense. Since he cast the heal, he did have enough to cast that without sacrificing yet another, although there went another one, I think, with another heal, so.
Yeah, I think he's just planning on keeping that extra heal, which he just used now.
So that's enough for 6 Axe Knights. I don't think Ryguy has seen the sleep on the Axe Knight just yet. He does blast 2 Hurt Mores on that one, opting not to swing. With strength where it is, probably not going to take it down even though he got a Hurt More off. And there's that sleep. And that's got a sting. If only there were some sleep resistance armor. The hero has 0 sleep resistance, so if something casts sleep on you, you are going to sleep for at least 1 turn. It's a sleepy hero.
Well, look at all that walking he does.
Ryguy desperately trying to get back to Hoxus. The wizard says no. Sends him home. Star Wyvern on Highspirits Seed. Trolling him a little bit in front of the Axe Knight. Highspirit's going to cast a Hurt More. And it's not going to go down. It's going to send Highspirits back to Tantagel.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of dying during these grinds, but definitely making a lot of headway on the leveling.
Yeah, once they can get in and get settled down into it, it picks up very quickly. It's just a matter of getting there. And Highspirits actually opting to say, you know what, I'm going to go look around some more, maybe find something else to take out while I walk. Ryguy, yeah, he meets that Star Wyvern that Highspirits saw, so it jumped over to the other screen, it looks like. It was already softened up by Highspirits, so he takes it down in a single Hurt More.
And Ryguy just a couple Axe Knights away from hitting level 10, and Highspirits, I think he noped out of there this time around just because he's getting pretty close to level 13, figures he can do it on the overworld.
Yeah, with all the Sharlock monsters that are out there, I mean, that does make a lot of sense. There's stuff to kill along the way, and, he was kind of stagnating there a bit. Like, he kept getting taken out before getting to the spike tile, so, if you can't get to it reliably, it might not be the most effective things to do with your time at this moment. But Ryguy does get his level.
And looks like we have Wyverns with the Wombo combo, so Highspirits getting sent back again too.
So yeah, there's just all kinds of nastiness in the overworld right now. And with this Axe Knight, Ryguy will have cut the experience deficit to a paltry 2,000. Uh-oh.
And he gets sent back, and it looks like Highspirits decided to head back to Hoxus again. Probably get that level 13 and nope out of there.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to decide what to do, in this situation, because, the walk to it is dangerous, and the grind itself is dangerous. I mean, he does have sleep. A back attack and a sleep means you're going home, or like a failed Hurt More and a sleep. But there is one more for Highspirits to take, and he'll have his level 13. Chad asking, does Erdrick's armor have sleep resistance? No, it does not. But we got 11, 4, 20, and I think no agility for Highspirits at level 13. And yeah, Erdrick's armor, no sleep resistance, but it does give you 100% stop spell resistance on top of reducing all fire attacks, so breaths and hurt-mores by a third.
Something to see here. Level 10 for Ryguy with 32 agility. Level 13 for Highspirits, 35 agility. So only 1 agility over that 3-level span. And it's definitely still hurting them with all these back attacks they're getting.
Yeah, that back attack sleep is pretty nasty stuff. But Ryguy taking out that Axe Knight, that puts him 1 Axe Knight away from his level 11.
And he gets it.
Meanwhile, Highspirits fighting a werewolf. I didn't quite see what direction he went, but he is out exploring again. So it kind of looks like that's his strat here is kind of alternating. I'll go explore a little bit, and then I'll go back to Hawksness, and then I'll go explore on the next life, and then go back to Hawksness. And he's going to discover, I think that's Garenham. Yep, Garenham right there. Going to top off the old herb.
And we're closing in on 45 minutes into the seed, and no keys have been found, and the only item found has been the harp. So I think both runners are getting to a point where they want to just get out there and start making a little bit of progress outside of leveling.
Yeah, and you know, that harp was under the Axe Knight grind, so I mean, understandably, once they found that they would hang out there for a while. But you got to be thinking, you know, I need to find 2 more key items to get into Sharlock. The sword and the armor are still at large, so you gotta go find some locations. Maybe try to find another chest. They also haven't seen keys. No Rimmildar, no key chest. And here's a new cave. Maybe it's a new cave. Highspirits just walks right on by it.
I think that might have been the swamp cave.
Oh, right. And he had gotten killed in there pretty quickly. I think it had golems in it.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's Swamp North, so outside spell is not going to help them right there.
So Ryguy pretty much swapped places with Highspirits. Ryguy now grinding on Axe Knights while Highspirits exploring the world. Highspirits does have that huge experience lead, but as Ryguy continues to grind Axe Knights, he will cut into that. The question is going to be, will he be able to, shorten it? And how long is it going to take Highspirits to find something? You know, how much important stuff is Highspirits going to find before Ryguy decides it's time to start exploring again? He gets his 15, 1, 2, 12 at level 11 and is continuing the grind.
And Highspirits dipped into the swamp cave and was immediately met with 2 golems.
Yeah, so all kinds of golems in there. Must be Cantlin on the other side of that. No, we've already seen Cantlin and a red dragon. That's just a disgusting swamp. This trolly red dragon's going to hurt him to death, and sure enough, there it is, the double hurt.
Still too early to tell, but 2 hurts in a row. Got a chance at having a 75% hurt red dragon, which come later in the game, that'll be great for them.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, when they are just want nothing to do but run from it, and only having 35 agility, any red dragon sighting is pretty much a go home notification. And I'm wondering if they have more or less seen this entire continent.
They seem to be hitting blocks pretty much everywhere they go. Highspirits is getting back up into that area he died earlier. He's not seen that area to the north or the east. So this might be a little bit more information, but we may have seen the entire continent.
It looks like Ryguy has decided to leave the Axe Knight grind. Just checking off maybe some of his dead ends. I would not be surprised if we see him back there at some point in the game. It is, Axe Knights are kind of the best things to grind on, and with it being so close to home, it's good to go.
And he did do a good job. He caught up by about 1,000 experience during that grind, so much closer now than it was just 10 minutes ago.
Yep, and Highspirits can't catch a break on his exploration as Armor Knight now refuses to let him pass and sends him back. Kind of looks like Ryguy retracing his steps. I could have sworn I saw him make his way through this, but maybe he didn't quite catch that last bit of dead end.
Yeah, I think he got killed just before he saw the end of it. And it looks like Highspirits is going to try that swamp cave again, try to get over to that second continent.
We'll see if it's a little nicer to him this time. Ryguy getting some revenge on Star Wyverns, and there's another red dragon. Bites him for 33. And so Red Thing sending both of our heroes home within seconds of each other. One red dragon, one red Star Wyvern.
They're either going to have to get really lucky getting through that swamp or grind until they get some agility.
Or sufficient attack power and hit points to just kill it down. Heal more spell, maybe 80 or 90 hit points, and some good attack power. Basically, do Dragon Lord strats on the red dragon.
Yep, and heading back to do a little more grinding.
Yeah, after getting sent back twice, I think Highspirits is kind of, in that boat. Like, I need something to be able to deal with those. And so back to the old Axe Knight there. He'll need 5,625 for level 14. So just a couple Axe Knights will get him there. And for those of us who are just coming in, just a quick recap for you. Our runners have seen Sharlock monsters everywhere, Armor Knights everywhere, Rogue Scorpions everywhere. Did eventually find this Axe Knight grind here in Hawksness, which was hiding the Silver Harp. But that's pretty much all they've seen. They found Garenham, but no keys. They found Swamp North, but there's red dragons and golems in there, so nobody's actually made it through the swamp. And I think that's pretty much all we've seen.
Well, we've seen a lot of what's happening right now to both of them, dying.
Yeah, and so that Axe Knight, even though he's a nice grind, he does have that 25% sleep. And so every now and again, if you don't get that hurt more off, or if he gets a back attack on you, he's going to say, go to sleep, go home. So it's kind of an annoying Axe Knight.
And as annoying as it is, it's about the only option they have right now for grinding and getting a little further in this match.
Yeah, I mean, with the Swamp Cave having red dragons, it's not even worth checking what's there unless you absolutely need a princess. And interestingly, since, I think we have seen this whole continent, most likely, all their stuff, including Sharlock, is going to require going through that swamp cave. Oh, actually, we have seen the grave. I'm sorry, we've seen the top 3 chests of the grave. The grave is the thing that's right next to to Hawksness. Totally forgot about that. It's not like there's this cave that we've walked by 1,000 times.
Been so many times we don't even see it.
And
right,
so those... go ahead.
Sorry about that. With this Rogue Scorpion, looks like Highspirits is hitting level 14. And with that level comes 1 power, 2 speed, 14 hit points, 6 magic, and a spell. Not sure what it is, though.
Looks like they got the hurt spell, so pretty much worthless at this stage of the game. The hit points, definitely a welcome get, but the other stats, not so much. Looking for a little bit more than that.
Yeah, now with these hit points, they don't have to worry about healing every 2 swamp tiles or anything like that. So definitely a little bit of a comfort zone for Highspirits, and just going to keep on that grind.
Yeah, absolutely. Chad asking how long till a ghetto grind in the grave. You know, there were 2 gold chests in there. It was gold, herb. So, you know, you go in, grab the 2 things, go out. I mean, that's really quickly could get them half plate, maybe even full plate. I'm pretty sure I saw half plate. I don't know about full.
I believe both were there.
The problem is there's also armored knights, and I think blue dragons in there. There was silver shields, but I don't know. Doing a ghetto grind for silver shield money, that is quite a bit of time. And with the monsters that are in it, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to hang on to that money through each dive.
Yeah, and Highspirits and his dive into the grave did not see any of those big enemies. I believe all he saw was a magician. So might be interesting to see if he tries to do that and then just gets met with an armored knight right off the bat.
Is it the top floor of the grave and the swamp cave are the same?
I can never remember.
Maybe it's the top of the grave and the bottom of the mountain.
Ooh, and another golem for Ryguy getting sent back home, and Highspirits doing a tandem death with him again.
Listen to the king's instructions in stereo. Not sure what Ryguy's doing here, running around the swamp. Maybe has had enough of this mortal coil and has decided to just swamp it.
Maybe figures just run around with 2 hit points and see what happens.
Alright guys, found the swamp cave. I don't know if he's been in this yet. So if Ryguy gets a lucky walk here.
Yeah, this looks like it's first he's seen of it. Immediately decides to get out of there to finish exploring around it.
And that does make sense. A lot of runners like to go ahead and mark off all of their dead ends before going through the swamp, just so that you don't kind of forget where you've already explored or where you haven't. But that wizard says, you shall not pass. Gandalf the White says, go home. Pretty sure our restreamer Archfield Monk rolled this seed for us, so you can blame Archfield.
I think he's sitting there laughing right now.
And Ryguy now deciding, you know what, maybe that swamp cave looks a little nicer after meeting that wizard. And he sees a specter. Specter's a nice monster to see. He's made it to the turn. And Ryguy gets through without meeting a single red dragon or golem. And Sharlock is, sure enough, right there on the other side.
Ooh, that's a tough Sharlock to see. Endgame, they might have to expend a few heal mores just getting through that swamp.
And chat saying that Highspirits did pick up a half plate, and I think he's had a broadsword, but he's got a half plate now in his inventory. And there's a cave on Ryguy's screen. So it looks like that swamp put them out very close to the very south of the map. That might play into knowledge once they find the coordinates, if there are coordinates. And that cave is the Jerk of the desert.
That's actually not a bad spot for the Jerk Cave. Really close to Sharlock, so they can just go ahead and get that rainbow drop on their way to Sharlock.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, finding that turn-in. Jerk Cave, obviously, where you're going to turn in the token, Stones of Sunlight, and the Staff of Rain in order to get the rainbow drop. Use that rainbow drop to summon the Rainbow Bridge that allows you to enter Sharlock Castle. Now, you'll see that there is no spot for a Staff of Rain in their tracker, and that's because the Silver Harp has to be traded in to a different old man to get the Staff of Rain.
And bad news for Ryguy right now, running into that blue dragon, but later in the game, good news is, seems like they are baby breath happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, not so much, but yeah, once they have that Erdrick's armor to kind of repel that, or not repel, but resist that a bit, definitely going to be looking forward to it. Highspirits continuing this Axe Knight grind, Ryguy continuing the exploration track. Gonna see if he can't poke out past where that wizard stopped him before. He's gonna hurt more down this wyvern. Maybe check this peninsula to the south here.
And I believe Highspirits went down here and it was a dead end, so probably gonna head right back to the swamp cave.
Yeah, and you know, he had a great run through it the first time, but this second time might not be so nice. We know what monsters lurk in the swamp cave. And we've got 10 power, 7 response speed, 6 hit points, 21 magic, and the new spell is Heal More. So Highspirits, 15, like kind of our second huge level. But he's going to go ahead and continue the grind. Hit points still not anywhere where they need to be for Dragon Lord ready. Agility still abysmal.
Yeah, the agility and hit points in this at level 15, pretty much where you would want to be at level 9 or 10, and just no sign of it boosting up. So we'll have to look for a big level coming up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they need to find. This map, as we can see, is infested with Armored Knights. Ryguy gets through the cave a second time and meets an Armored Knight right outside, and it sends him home. So just a really, really rough seed. Highspirits has opted to do quite a bit more grinding than Ryguy has. Though I would say in terms of this first continent, they have both seen pretty much the whole map. Highspirits has been unable to get through the swamp cave, though. As Ryguy, I don't think has seen them, but it's got golems and red dragons inside of it. And with their agility where it is, running from red dragons not possible. And, well, very, very unlikely anyways. And with their strength where it is, killing them also really not that possible. And so Ryguy now saying, you know what, I need to grind as well, and is going to get back onto the Axe Knight. But now he's about 4,000, maybe 3,500 experience points behind. And to be honest, doesn't know much more about the world than Highspirits does.
Yeah, right now Ryguy knows he can get through that swamp cave. I don't think that Highspirits even wants to try it right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, Highspirits twice got sent back by those red dragons there, so I think that he is probably going to continue grinding until he feels comfortable that he can slay them. But man, with 120, that's well, maybe he is going to go through it. 74 hit points. You can take a hit from it. there's lots and lots of Healmores. So as long as he only meets like one, he could probably cut his way through. Maybe two of them.
Yeah, now's the time to go. Having the heal more and being able to cast 15 of them. And of course, he gets through unscathed this time and finds Sherlock right on the other side.
Yeah, so Highspirits making the hero walk there. Highspirits going to explore north. Ryguy did not go this way, and he immediately sees a town just north of Sherlock.
This could be big information for Highspirits, especially if he finds Rimildar or Cole.
Yeah, Rimildar, Cole, both big places to find right now. I think Rimildar would probably be the most lucrative, as all of the keylock locations, they know where they all are. Garenham, the Grave, Tantagel, and Rimildar itself. And there's a cave just north. But it's Cole. So first he's going to check the armor shop. Grabs that large shield, so that's a nice upgrade. That'll last him probably for the rest of the seed, unless a gold grind happens to be there. And 4 steps south of the Bath and Coal is a fairy flute. What is this? Is this even randomized?
Doesn't seem like a big pickup, but with all those golems in the swamp cave, that is definitely welcome.
Yeah, actually, it could be quite useful. It does eat up a little bit of time. I think it costs 7 or 8 seconds for the fairy flute to play its little melody. But it is a free sleep, which means a free run from those nasty golems. But the cave just to the north is the mountain cave, so there's 5 chests in here. Let's see if Highspirits can make it all the way through. Speaking of golems.
We hadn't got a little bit lucky and decided to run.
Red Dragon. I think that the mountain is the same as the swamp. Top of mountain might be the same as swamp. Because there's the Red Dragon, there's the golem.
Yeah, and in the grave we had magicians, armored knights, and blue dragons, so definitely different.
And then this would be I think this floor is the same as the top of the grave.
And we have a key.
And so that magic key, a big pickup. He's got enough gold that he can now just use it to print more keys as soon as he gets back to Tantagel. And Blue Dragon might stop him from getting that 4th chest. We've got the Fire Breath.
And if anything, he may want to set up for that grind in the treasury. Not knowing what's there, but at the same time, take that chance and see what you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. If anything, I think they've seen magic armors out there. They've seen flame swords, so there's still nice stuff to get. Obviously they've seen the silver shield as well.
Oh, but unfortunately, just running into every blue dragon and armored knight on that bottom floor, every step he takes.
See, fortunately, with that big hit point boost that they got, he's able to take down these armored knights with a couple of hurt mores. Before, they just were not survivable enough to do it. And there's Erdrick's sword at the bottom of the grave.
Ooh, that is a huge boost for him. Puts him up over 110 for attack points. And looks like Yep, he's going to take the Death Warp and see what he can grind.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think he's going to try to take down this blue dragon if it'll let him, but it doesn't. And that's no problem with that. Highspirits has 1 key, enough gold to print off more keys, as well as check all the treasuries. He can check Garenham, which is just around the corner, and he can check the grave if he decides to do that deep dive. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, check your keys. You only got 1, buddy.
Almost made that mistake, but caught himself just in time.
And so this basement here, we haven't seen the tablet, we haven't seen the bonus cave, and we haven't seen the harp trade-in cave. So it could be any of those. So might as well go down and check. It's the trade-in cave. So he'll trade in his silver harp for the Staff of Rain. then he'll make his long walk back to the treasury to get to hopefully get a gold grind. We'll see what's in there. We've already seen 4 of 6 chests, gold chests. So, you know, maybe, but maybe not.
And at this point, I think Highspirits might be wanting to go check out the bottom of the grave once he's done with his grind here.
That bamboo pole, I think, was a fairy water. And that bamboo pole was a torch. And that was the stones of sunlight there. And that traded a dragon scale for another dragon scale.
Okay, then.
Meanwhile, it looks like Ryguy was able to earn enough money from his Axe Knight grind to pick up a half-plate armor, just making him a little bit more survivable during his grind. But he's got quite a ways to go. Level 14, basically level 14, or rather 15, 7,500 will be his heal more. But he's still about 2,000 behind Highspirits right now. Four north, 26 east is the coordinates. So Highspirits just doing all the key things right now. It's going to take a death warp there to just quickly restock the hit points and magic faster than healing through it.
And at the coordinates, we have the possibility of Erdrick's token, Erdrick's armor, or the death necklace. So gonna find out here very shortly what is laying there.
Yeah, we've seen only one cursed belt right now, but those, you know, the other one could be at the bottom of the grave. It could be in Sharlock, so it doesn't give us a whole lot of information. We knew, so we'll see what he gets. It's a pretty easy pace, that, and he finds the death necklace.
Alright, so our only 2 major items outstanding are Erdrick's armor and Erdrick's token. Looks like Highspirits is going to head back to that mountain cave and see what's in the bottom.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see him go this direction. I would imagine checking Garenham first, just because it's 3 free chests versus having to walk through monsters and things.
Nope, straight to Garenham.
Oh, I thought Garenham was to the north. Fair enough.
I did too.
Chat already clamoring for armor to be in Sharlock, but it's not. It's in the back of Garenham.
We have one of the rare armor not in Sharlock seeds of this tournament.
Fighter's Ring as well. Fighter's Ring, Magic Key, Erdrick's armor. All kind of nice things to find in the back of Garen there. And I believe the only cave left, this has to be the tablet cave here. So a chance for the token to be there. Otherwise, it's going to be in the bottom of the grave.
And we get the freak.
I always forget about this old man.
Alright, so it looks like all we have left to check would be the tablet cave, and that's where our Erdrick's token is going to be.
Or the bottom of the grave.
That's right, yep.
And at this point, probably go ahead and do that rather than scouring the world for one more location you haven't found. It's kind of a 2-to-1 chance. Odds are that it's here.
And Ryguy is finally able to make it over to Cole. He's going to get his fairy flute and probably dip right into the mountain cave. So, going to start catching up a little bit, getting the Erdrick sword, and we'll see where he goes from that.
You know what? We haven't seen the Rimmeldar chest either.
Oh, yeah. So it's four chests left.
So yeah, 50-50 of it being down here. And so, yep, Ryguy goes straight into that mountain, just as you predicted. We'll be happy to find his sword in here, and his key. Assuming he can get by the golems and the red dragons, he never did see them in the swamp cave.
And he's able to make quick use of that fairy flute, too.
Highspirits closing in on Grave Chest 4. It's a torch.
And I think Ryguy skipped the top chest in Mount Cave. Must be wanting to get down here and play the numbers game on how bad these enemies are.
Yeah, the single chest, I think, is closer to the stairwell, whereas the double chest, it's like it's 2, but it's further away. So probably just going to that one, maybe worried about what might be down here. Don't want to get killed before you can open yet another chest. And, with Armored Knights crawling around, those concerns might be warranted. He's going to cast a Hurt More at 38 HP. And he does take it down.
Ooh, got fortunate surviving, just a few steps away from getting that Erdrick sword.
I did not see what was at the bottom of the grave, but looking at where Highspirits is walking, my guess was, it was the token. So he's going straight back to the swamp. He knows that whatever he needs is on the other side there. I don't think he's seen the turn-in yet.
No, he headed straight north past Sharlock once he got through there, so probably gonna start doing a little more exploration on the second continent.
And he's going in the right way. So this rainbow drop right here puts Highspirits in grind and go mode. He knows exactly where to grind, and he's not wasting any time. He's popping return immediately, and is going to head back to Hawksness and start killing Axe Knights until he's got the hit points that he needs to take on that Dragonlord.
Yeah, it's right now time is running short for Ryguy. A few missteps here and there could cost Highspirits, but it's his game to hand over right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryguy meets that red dragon finally. It sends him back to Tantagel, but he did get all of the items. He got his sword. He's got his key. And he's pretty much going to follow in Highspirits' footsteps, I'm sure. He's going to print off some new keys, maybe check the basement, check the treasury, go to Garenham. So he'll have all of his stuff in short order, but he's already behind in experience, and that's just going to widen as Highspirits starts this Axe Knight grind.
Yeah, right now it's going to take a few missteps on Highspirits' part or really bad RNG luck. So, curious to see what happens.
And, of course, we haven't seen inside of Sharlock Castle. If it's full of red dragons, it could still be anybody's race. Failed dives are known to happen. Sharlock is kind of the great equalizer. And with their agility where it is, it very well could be one of those ones where Sharlock makes the difference. But Highspirits does pick up level 16. We've got 4 power, 4 speed, 2 hit points, 8 magic, the stop spell, and that's nowhere near what he needs, so he's going to keep grinding.
And for as gnarly as this seed has been for both these runners, I don't believe we have seen anything yet with DL2 Breath. We're still missing a few of the Sharlock enemies, so that may be where all the Dragonlord Breath is hiding.
Yeah, we've seen several sleep hurts, and I think we might have even seen some hurt mores floating around, but no Dragonlord 2. He might be hoarding that just for himself.
Yeah, I think we still need to see werewolves and what else? Green dragons. So curious to see what abilities either of them have. Oh, that's right. Chat pointing out the Droll did have Dragonlord 2 Breath.
There we go. So at least they know they won't see any Drolls in Sharlock. Ryguy gonna get the news from the old man that his coordinates are very walkable. Magic number for Highspirits is 12,000 experience points even, so he's got about 1,500 to go.
and has enough magic points he can probably hit that level on this dive, so depending on what level 17 brings us, this may be his last dive.
Yeah, so just grind those Axe Knights away. Ryguy making the count. Gets his death necklace. I'm sure he's going to go to Garenham next. He uses a wings, or trades a wings out for it.
With the way this seed was going, I almost expected a mini gold grind from one of the two at the death necklace part, but no dice.
You know, it does take a lot of time to go and do that, so you got to definitely be feeling kind of desperate to go do those kind of ghetto grinds. Unless it's just like, I only need a quick 1500, I might pop in and out of Garenham or something.
Yeah, neither of them at the time had full plate armor. Highspirits was able to get it not long after, but I almost felt like Ryguy was going to do that. But he is just 2 chests away from finding that Erdrick's armor, so he'll be happy to see that.
Yep, he picks up his fighter's ring first, puts it on. NPC actually ensures he gets his Erdrick's armor first. And so Ryguy now has the sword, the armor, large shield, pretty much the equipment that they'll be using to beat the game. Meanwhile, Highspirits looks like just 2 Axe Knights away. Maybe 3.
Yeah, it'll be 3, 1 or 8 experience short.
And so here's the big question. Now that Ryguy's seen all these places, will he also dive the grave, or is he going to go searching for Rimmildar and the other place? The tablet.
Looks like first order of business is to get back to that Axe Knight grind.
Yep.
And
I blame that.
There's our agility.
Yeah, I was going to say 934.74, I think. HP's still not there, but that big agility boost helps tremendously. Now Sharlock becomes a billion times safer.
Yeah, that'll give them 40 to 50% run chance on even the worst of enemies right now. And unfortunately for Ryguy, during that exploration and getting his homework done, fell behind 4,000 in experience total. So this is definitely going to be panic mode, grind as fast as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And this sleepy Axe Knight's not making it easy on him. So while both of our runners are here grinding out Axe Knights, you want to make sure that you give our runners a follow on their streams, support their streams. We've got Highspirits and Ryguy. Here, I'll get that into chat for you. As well as our restream team. We've got Sausage Link with myself, Velu V, here in the commentators booth. Aaron2U2 taking care of the tracking. All those stats you see on the bottom, that's not like automated. It's not a bot that does it. We've got Aaron2U2, pulling the levers and turning the knobs and twisting the switches to make sure that all those numbers and things are correct. And of course, our restreamer, making sure everything looks and sounds great, is Archfield Monk. So be sure to give them some love as well. Click those links, click that follow button on their stream. Really does a lot to support them and their activities here on the old Twitch. And of course, if you're interested in this randomizer, you can check out the Discord. The Discord, as well as DWRandomizer.com, is going to be your home for the Dragon Warrior Randomizer. The Discord itself is also going to have the home for all of the NES titles randomizer, Dragon Warrior 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's a great community, a lot of awesome people that are very, very helpful. They'll help you kind of get set up with your first seeds, help you kind of learn the ropes of it as you move along. And of course, there's always folks that are gearing or vying for a race pretty much every day. You could probably find somebody to race against if you want to do it a little bit more competitively. So make sure you check that out as well. And who knows, if you get playing with it, we might see you in the next tournament. And I do want to iterate, if you're just getting into randomizers, this is a very, very approachable randomizer for a beginner. There's not a whole lot to learn in terms of like chest locations, and you know the world is fairly small, the monster set's fairly small, it's only one party member. So I think it's a great introduction. It has a very low barrier for entrance, but a very high barrier for mastery. So I think it is a great one to pick up if you're just getting started. And so Axe Knight's just falling left and right here. Highspirits starting to close in on level 18. That's going to come at 14,250. So he's, I think, maybe 4 Axe Knights away from that.
Yeah, and that experience is going to grow a little bit here. Ryguy stepping out. Went and bought some keys. Looks like he's going to be diving the grave to end up getting that token.
Yeah, ryguy still has to finish off all his homework, whereas Highspirits in a true grind and go. So Highspirits just looking for that level, that go level.
And he's going to find out here in 2 more Axe Knights. Ooh, nearly get sent back to the castle there prematurely from level 18.
Yeah. So, and there's Highspirits has had a few of those really close calls. I think twice he's been left with like 1 hit point. So he's gotten quite lucky there. And as we close in on that level 18, the stat we are looking for is hit points. Maybe strength too, but hit points for sure. And here it comes. 7 power, 1 response speed, 6 hit points, 8 magic. I don't think that's enough hit points.
No, it's tempting with 140 magic points. You know at that point you can spare a few double heal mores during the Dragon Lord fight, but sometimes it might just be quicker to go through and get another level.
Yeah, especially not knowing what Sharlock is, they might have to burn resources on the way down. And, you know, the strength isn't phenomenal. With their attack power at 133, it's still, you know, maybe 14 swings on average. 13 if you roll really, really, really well. But 14 on average, which means, you know, it's still no cakewalk. And ryguy did check that 4th chest. He's on his way to chest 5, so he'll be happy to see that Erdrick's token is here and that he doesn't have to go exploring the rest of the world.
Alright, now he has his token and probably straight back to that Axe Knight grind.
Yeah, that's kind of the one thing ryguy has over Highspirits in terms of saving some time, and it's not going to be that much time, is that ryguy does know exactly where the drop is, so he can just turn it in on his way to Sharlock. But Highspirits, in finishing his homework, pretty much went straight to it anyways, so it's maybe a 15 or 10 second, 20 second pickup there.
And Highspirits making quick work of these Axe Knights right now. Almost halfway from level 18 to level 19, so won't be too long till we see what level 19 brings.
Yeah, actually, my chart ends at level 18. Do you know what the number is for 18 there? Sorry, for 19.
16,500 for 18, then that is our last experience jump to level 20, and it would be 19,500.
Gotcha. So 16,500 for level 19, and then plus 3,000 for each after that, right? I've got to adjust my chart.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting quite a few more races that are getting to that level 19, level 20 area, so might be a good idea to do.
I think it's more that I just never want it to go to level 18 when I race it, so I never put it on there. But the randomizer doesn't care what I want.
Nope, and I'm sure most runners would agree that anything beyond level 16 or 17 is just torture.
These poor Axe Knights here, they've taken out at least a small village, if not, you know, maybe even like a county's worth.
Yeah, there are two very large piles of Axe Knight remains sitting there. Definitely one thing to note here, got Highspirits closing in on level 19 and Ryguy closing in on level 17. This Axe Knight grind has been huge for experience. We're only an hour and a half in, and both these runners have a ton of experience right now.
Yeah, I would say they have spent 75% of this seed on this tile.
Yeah, fortunately for both the runners, the exploration outside of dying constantly has been pretty easy.
Yeah, there wasn't really any far-flung locations, except for the two that don't matter and that they never saw. You know, the Tablet Cave is still outstanding, and Rimmildar, of all places, is still outstanding. But they don't need it. They found their key elsewhere, and they got all their key items as well.
Alright, here's level 19 for Highspirits. Let's see if it is the level. Only 5 hit points. Ooh.
Yeah, 6151. Now at 94, you might be considered. And I think Highspirits is saying he's had enough.
He's going for it. 17 heal mores in the tank. Can spare a few on the fight if he's able to conserve them on the way down. And looks like he's going to give it a shot.
Yeah, the reason why 97 is kind of the magic number is that it allows you to survive 2 full 48-point Dragon Lord 2 breaths. And allowing you to essentially be able to swing at least once between every heal more. Without that buffer, there is a chance that you will need to kind of do a double heal more before you're able to swing that second time. So... but with all the extra heal mores that he has, I totally understand, and I would say, yeah, go for it. This is definitely doable. At 139 attack power, he's at 12 swings on average. 11 if he rolls particularly high.
Yeah, being able to hit 10 to 19 on the Dragon Lord, even a low roll, you can still get by with a few of those. Puts him in decent shape right now.
And heads up call on Highspirits as well, just hitting return, hitting repel. He knows that there's a town right by Sharlock, so he's going to pop into Cole here and do all of his healing here instead of making like maybe 2 trips to an inn.
Alright, we are getting ready to see our first glimpses of what this Sharlock looks like. Is it going to be filled with golems and red dragons like the caves were, or are we going to see an easier enemy set?
Absolutely. So here we go. We've made it in, and so far, we've met a green dragon. Easy to run from.
Doing a great hero walk here. Wow.
Yeah, he did pop that repel, so I'm guessing that there might be some wizards here that are getting, just kind of getting repelled away.
Yeah, it appears so.
And another green D. Ryguy still 4,000 experience points behind. So Armor Knight, a little bit worrisome, but Highspirits able to get away from that one after just a single run fail. And he's in the Diamond Room. Enter Zone 2. We meet a Star Wyvern.
That's another friendly Sherlock enemy, and got another Armored Knight here too, so got a little bit of a mix in this zone, but seeing those Star Wyverns is nice.
Yeah, the Armor Knights even are pretty good. Blue Dragon here. It's got the baby breath.
Those are friendly, because I think they're 75% baby breath from the looks of it.
So what was the sleep thing? Only the Axe Knight?
I think so.
Yeah, 75% fire 1 on those dragons. Highspirits opting not to check the judge's table. A good play. And there's Axe Knight. He gets away from it, no problem. It's like, I've seen your ilk before. And so far, nothing horrible. Highspirits just one room away from the basement. It goes down these stairs, and there will be light.
He made some quick work of that.
And really nothing to worry about. The blue dragons are not too bad. Star Wyvern's a little bit annoying. They're a little harder to run from, but gets away from that one. Axe Knight, no problem. Back attacked by that blue, but it was a baby breath, so again, no problem.
Getting close to seeing what's on the grind tile. Has not had to expend any heal mores, which is great news for Highspirits right here.
Yeah, he also, I think, has all of his herbs as well, which means he'll be able to take his time and more than likely go into the Dragon Lord 2 fight with max hit points.
Yeah, I don't think he got hit for any higher than 21 the entire trip down, so was able to just heal walk and keep a decent amount of hit points. And with the golem here, gonna cast that fairy flute and start swinging away.
Yeah, and at 139 AP, it shouldn't take too long to chop it down. Four swings, and the golem reduced to a pile of rubble. And so here comes our first Dragon Lord fight of the seed, and of the day even. Let's see if Highspirits takes his offer. He does not. He's a fool.
I'm shocked.
Highspirits gets 2 swings off, and we'll see if he does the herb here. At 46, you kind of have to. Back attack could kill him. He's looking for either a stop more or maybe a stop spell, or maybe for it to try to punch him for low damage. These hurt more is not what he's looking for. And he's had enough. He's going to take down the Dragon Lord, go into Dragon Lord 2 with 53 hit points. Let's see if he gets first swing. He does not. He gets back attacked with a Fire Breath. First swing, 14.
Looks like good average swing for that one, so well underway here.
Wow, 33.
Has been able to keep from having to cast that double heal more so far, so excellent start on Highspirits' part.
Yeah, and he's at 43. He's going to have to double heal more right there, though. And again. $53. $68. One shy of nice. $80 even. $99. $109. $127. Has to double heal more, doesn't want to risk it right at the end here. I lost my count. I think we're at 140.
139.
Another double heal more. The 2 swings should do it. One swing will do it.
He got him, 157.
And so get those GGs out, as Highspirits just is a return spell away from finishing up this this really rough seed where just kind of everything was out to kill him.
Absolutely. This could have easily been a 2-hour 15-minute, 2-hour 30-minute seed. So definitely give credit to Highspirits and Ryguy where it's due, making quick work of a terrible, terrible seed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I were running this, it would certainly be over the 2-hour mark for my finish. So yeah, excellent job. We'll see if we can't get Highspirits in here for a quick interview. And I do have an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 18 seconds.
Ryguy probably seeing the bad news by now, but deciding to keep grinding here. Gonna see what level 19 brings and probably go from there if he's gonna finish this seed.
And I do have confirmation Highspirits will be joining us in just a moment. Right, guys, so close to the next level, but this Axe Knight's like, you know what? Why, you look kind of sleepy.
Gets him down, and one more to go for that level 19.
Yep, and we'll see if he decides to go or what he decides to do with that. Down it goes. And welcome into the commentator's booth, Highspirits. Excellent job. And, I always like to ask this question first. Give me your general impression of the seed.
Wow, things were rough early on. It's just not like that it was difficult, but like it just felt like nothing was working. Like all my hurt mores were missing. Like I kept getting sleep blocked. I was just nothing felt like it was working for a while.
Yeah, it seemed the entire overworld was just teeming with Sharlock monsters and pre-Sharlock monsters, so it was really hard to kind of get a foothold. And I think up until like level 10 or 11, you only had maybe like 40 hit points. Somebody had pointed out like up to level 9, you had picked up a total of 10 hit points from the start.
Yeah, like we got nothing, and it was just so hard to even get to Hawksness. That was the other part. It's like if you got back attacked once, you were dead. It's just, you know, it was so hard to get there. That's why I kind of like gave up a few times to explore a little bit, and then it's like, nope, I got to go back, and then it's like I die again and again. I'm like, nope, got to go explore again. It's like,
Speaking of Hawksness, that was one order of controversy. Folks were wondering, were you just trolling chat there by refusing to check the spike tile, or refusing to search the tile, or was that just kind of forgot about it?
Well, it wasn't that. It was I was tilted. I you notice that like shortly after we started the seed, how I just kind of paused there in the desert for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, my maintenance guy from my apartment complex decided to come knock on the door because he had to check a problem, and he was supposed to call me, giving me a heads up when he was coming, but he never did. So I was like yelling at the door, "I'm kind of busy right now." He's like, "Maintenance, you were here for you." I'm like, "You were supposed to come." So I was like, "Okay." So I got up, ran to the door, let him in, ran right back. So I was kind of dealing with them for like the first like 10 or 15 minutes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sounds like there was maybe 2 jerks in this seed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have maintenance come at least fix stuff, though.
Well, they took a survey. They haven't fixed it yet, but yeah, it's like when he left, it was finally when it dawned on me, like, oh yeah, I got to go search this spot. I was too distracted to do it.
Well, fortunately, it wasn't like the armor or something that would have made that grind easier. But still, getting that harp out of the way was nice. And yeah, every time you didn't pick it up or took the death and went back, it's like, what is he doing? Why don't you pick it up? We all wanted to know what was underneath that spike tile.
Well, to be fair, I knew I was going to be grinding there for a while anyway. So when I did like realize I hadn't picked it up, it didn't bother me because I knew I wasn't going anywhere for a while.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So level 19 was your go level. Hit points were a little iffy, but you had tons of magic points to spare. Was there any worry or doubt in your mind, or were you pretty confident going down?
I knew I had 6 bonus heal mores at least, maybe 7 to use. So I knew even if Sharlock was terrible, I had a couple that I could burn on the way down. And Sharlock was a breeze. There was not a single red dragon, and I saw just a few armored knights all the way down.
Yeah, that it was a pretty nice walk for you getting down there. Ryguy just now searching the passage behind the throne, and so he's making his dive as we speak. And you know, he also ran quite well. You guys were very close until kind of the early bit, and you hit. I think it was you were able to kind of get out of that starting area fairly early on. And I think you grinded on some wolves for a little bit, and that got you the hurt more spell, and that's kind of where you exploded forward. And I think you, at one point, it was 2,000 experience points lead, got down to 1,000, and then it just kind of exploded again as you continued to grind.
Yeah, once I was going to explore and I saw that it was a dead end, I'm like, okay, I'm going to see if I can death warp back to the start. And I ran into a wolf. I'm like, okay, kill the wolf. And I took one step, got into another wolf. I'm like, I'm not leaving until I'm out of magic.
Yeah, absolutely. And that certainly paid off. It was a long time between when you got hurt more and when Ryguy got hurt more. And you like immediately jumped on the Axe Knights as soon as you got it.
Yeah, that was, you know, it felt nice to get hurt more, but it felt like half useless. Because all I was using it on was Rogue Scorpions, because it was like the only thing that wasn't back attacking me and killing me in one shot.
Right, and I think I saw you get like 3 Rogue Scorpions in a row, and then you walked into Hawksness and there was more of them. So, like I said, all of Alifgard was infested with Rogue Scorpions, it seemed.
Just a giant scorpion desert is all.
That is it. So that secures you your 3rd win. You are now guaranteed a spot in the brackets. It means you get to kind of maybe take it easy for next week a little bit. Have you thought about what you'll do for next week? Are you considering maybe doing some crazy wonky flags now that everything is kind of shored up and certain?
Well, I was trying to talk Ryguy into doing modern spell names for this race, but I just want to do it for the lulz, just so I can watch chat try to figure everything out.
Well, I think that doesn't change the doesn't change the checksum, does it? I think that one you could do.
It does, because
anyways.
it changes the lengths of the spells in the number of characters.
Oh, so yeah, I gotcha. So it's like frames.
It's a different amount of frames, yeah.
That makes sense. Well, all in all, extremely well played, and we were commenting like, if it were me running this seed, we're looking at like maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes. You got her done in an hour 40. Ryguy, he should be done. He's making his way. I think he's in the U room right now, so he'll be finished shortly as well. So both of you are easily a sub 2 hour. So just really well played, kind of putting on a masterclass of how to deal with a difficult seed.
Well, the only reason why we finished as fast is because 1, Axe Knights, and 2, 34 agility at level 17.
Yeah, that agility was pretty nasty.
If we still had like 60 agility going through Sherlock, level 19 might not have been doable.
Yeah, speaking kind of agility, you had tried a couple times going through that swamp cave, and I think you got stopped. I'm not sure if it was 2 or 3 times in a row, and then just decided, you know what, not going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't get through the swamp cave until like well after an hour into the seed, and when I did, and I saw how easy it was to get keys, I was like, oh boy, if Ryguy and the sword, I'm like, if Ryguy got through here a lot faster than I did, probably that's what toasted me.
Yeah, fortunately for you, Ryguy actually did get through the swamp. The first time, he didn't see any monsters. He saw like a specter or something, so no golems, no red dragons. But he went to the east first, so he found the jerk cave, and then got sent home by something. I want to say a blue dragon or a wizard or something shortly thereafter. So he never went back to go north and find coal until after doing a whole lot more grinding.
Yeah, the only annoying thing on the seed was sleep. Outside of sleep, I didn't see a single Dragon Lord breath. I saw like 1 hurt more,
Yeah, it was Drolls that had it.
Okay, I don't think I saw a Droll the entire time, actually. I can't remember 1 Droll that I saw.
Yeah, they've got it up on the screen. Looks like Drolls were 50% sleep, 25% Dragon Lord 2. So yeah, not the most scariest of wombo combo monsters. Droll's easy to run from. You repel them away pretty quickly. Ryguy fighting his golem spike right now, so he will be starting his Dragon Lord fight. Ugh, I can't speak. He's going to be starting his Dragon Lord fight just as soon as he turns this golem into a pile of rocks.
And looks like we are starting to get a little dicey. Ryguy has used 3 heal mores so far on this dive. Still should have a little bit to spare unless he gets unfortunate on the roll luck RNG.
Yeah, that could be difficult. We saw on Highspirits fight, there was, I think he had a string where he had to do like 3 double heal mores in a row. So it's definitely going to need those extra ones to get through it with that low hit points.
No Dragon Lord tried trolling me at the end there. I think it was like 10 or 12 turns in a row, or attacks in a row, where he did Dragon Lord Breath at the end. The only reason I got by it is because he kept rolling 44s and 42s.
Yeah, you had a nice string of those low Dragon Lord Breaths, and that definitely kept you in it.
But yeah, I was like, stop breathing on me, stop breathing. He just did it over and over again. It's like, but I still had like 2 heal mores left at the end. So I was like, you tried, but you didn't try hard enough.
So Ryguy is in. He was fortunate enough to not be back attacked, so he does have that 1 head start of a swing. But he immediately gets a 48 point breath and is going to have to double heal more.
Yeah, I think that 34 agility is the other reason why I went at 19, because 82 defense was enough to only have to get hit for 49 with a melee. I was like, if I had to get hit by any more, I probably would not have gone at 19.
Yeah, that was a huge agility level. We were kind of waiting for it to happen because agility was just like agility and hit points were both really bad, but particularly agility once the hit points started picking up.
Yeah, it was kind of set up, Aaron, that if you got breaths for 44, you would have 50 health left, which was perfect. Which is basically a 50-50 chance when you brave that you could just heal more. Unless you got a bad heal more roll, which I did once and only got to 92 health, and that cost me a heal, one of my heal mores right there, too.
So we're just keeping an eye on Ryguy's battle here. He's down to 50 magic points, so he's got 6 heal mores left. I have not been keeping track of his count.
He's at 121. Had quite a few good rolls at the beginning. 3 17s, an 18, and a 19.
Right on. So he should be able to take this down in another swing or two. Probably 2 more swings.
Yeah, he's at 133 right now, so just going to make quick work of this. 146. Next attack should do it. And he gets them. Everybody in chat, get your GGs out for Ryguy, finishing up in second place. Still under 2 hours on this seed, which is very, very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. So he'll go in, he'll talk to King Lorik and get the end of his dot done, submitted, and hopefully we'll be able to get him in for some post-game commentary as well. It looks like I do have an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 39 seconds for Ryguy. So, yeah, if you haven't already, put those GGs out, and we'll see what he has to say about the seed in just a few. And don't forget, there's going to be Dragon Warrior randomizer races going on all afternoon and evening. In fact, mine comes up a little bit later today, so be sure to check out all your favorite randomizer channels on Randomania, RPG Limit Break, and I'm sure you'll be able to catch some more of this all tonight, tomorrow, and really for the weeks to come. The tournament is just now ending its qualifying weeks. There's one more week of qualifiers, and then the bracketed races will begin. And it looks like we do have Ryguy in here, so good game, Ryguy. Way to finish it out strong. And what were your initial thoughts getting through this seed here?
I think I'm glad to see Highspirits did go to 19. I was kind of hesitating if 18 or 19. If 18 was possible, really, but that was something of a start, huh? And by start, I mean the first, 9 levels.
Yeah, it was actually brought up in chat that you gained exactly 10 hit points between level 1 and level 9.
Ooh, that many.
That was more than we needed. Because anything was going to kill us anyway, so whether we got 0 or 10, didn't matter.
Yeah, it was definitely a rough start for the both of y'all. I think one of the key divergences, we'd mentioned this earlier with Highspirits. Highspirits was able to kind of get out of that initial zone that had all the Sharlock monsters, and he found some quick wolves to grind on. So he got the Hurt More spell quite a bit earlier than you did, and Ryguy, and that really is where the big experience advantage came, because the Axe Knight grind was just right there, and once you had the Hurt More, you could start taking them out fairly reliably, and then more and more so reliably as hit points came along.
Actually, before that wolf grind, I had picked up that Magiwyvern because I had 4 fairy waters on me, and I was able to sleep and put him to sleep, heal, and fairy water until I killed him. So.
Yeah, in fact, Ryguy, I think we saw you trying to do that to a rogue scorpion somewhere, but it didn't quite work out as nicely, right?
Yeah, I gave it a try. I think it was right outside of Grave, I want to say, but yeah, I mean, I figured he was going to have to stay asleep for 4 turns, so I was going to use up all my fairy waters, and I think he woke her up right away, and I didn't try it again, so.
Fair enough. So let's see, what else came along that seed? It was like Axe Knights aplenty. I want to say you all spent about 75% of your time in the seed grinding Axe Knights, so I'm sure you probably don't want to see any more of them for the rest of the night. Maybe dreaming of Axe Knights just...
Oh, heck no, give them to me. Axe Knights are juicy. The only thing annoying about them was the sleep. When you have 50 health and they put you to sleep, you're almost guaranteed to die.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long does that seed go if that Axe Knight's not right there? That's like, I don't want to think about that.
I don't know. Did you ever check what was in Swamp Tile? Because I never did.
Nah, I never bothered.
Yeah, there was no reason to check. Once you saw the Axe Knight, it's like, we don't need that. There's red dragons in there killing us.
Yeah, neither one of you found Rimmildar or the Tablet Cave either. It just turned out everything was right where you needed it, so no need to go exploring for those. So they will be lost forever to the annals of time.
But yeah, GG, and thanks for the race, Ryguy. I need to get back over to my stream, so appreciate all the volunteers as always helping us out in the tournament. And yeah, we got a few more races tonight, so hope everyone enjoys.
Yeah, GG's, Highspirits.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, any other final comments there, Ryguy, before we close this thing off?
I don't think so. Just yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty surprised that one ended in less than 2 hours. I guess I'm happy enough with that, but oof, that was something.
For sure. That does put you at 2-2, or rather, 2-2. Yeah, going into week 5. So you're into the play-ins, but you haven't quite got that bracket secured. Is this going to change any way that you prepare going into week 5?
Prepare? What? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, it's nice to have the play-in kind of guaranteed already, at least as something. But I mean, probably not. Just as always, try to get through the seed as quickly as possible and just kind of see what happens.
Right on. Sounds good. So we do have our schedule up here for the rest of the week, or at least the upcoming couple days. Today we've got 3 more races going on. Chromaticalism versus, I don't know, some person named Velu V. I don't know who that is. That'll be going on at 1900. That's 7 o'clock Eastern time, all times Eastern here. We've got Jackamus versus Beta Strep happening at 8. And then we've got Harrison versus the Tesla at 11 p.m. Then tomorrow on the 28th, Lord of the Synth takes on Starman at 8 o'clock. And then on the 29th, we'll have Asmati Games versus Guelph35 at 3. And Kigalus versus Cyberdark86 happening at 9. So thank you all for stopping by and checking this out. Be sure to check out the upcoming matches tonight. And, I'm in here with Sausage Link here with comms. Our restreamer today was Archfield Monk. And our tracker was Aaron2U2. And this was an excellent matchup between Highspirits and ryguy3745. So y'all have a great rest of your afternoon, and I hope to see you in the next race.
Good night, everyone.
And it looks like we will be raiding over to Highspirits, who just finished. So make sure to stick around for that raid.